everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions of the Natasha Love Face palette. This palette, guys, it's not for sale yet. I don't know how this is a thing, but it's not for sale yet. But before we get into all of the details, hello, my name is Carla and I am a makeup enthusiast that loves to create looks and have fun with the makeup that I already have. I occasionally do reviews and first impressions like today, but I mostly focus on project pans, shop my stash, and using the makeup that I already have. So if that is something that you're interested in and you're looking for some inspiration to keep using the products that you already have in your collection, make sure that you subscribe to my channel before you leave. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, as I was saying, this palette, it's not for sale yet. There was, I am pretty sure, a mistake that the website Look Fantastic made back in January. And they just put it out for sale whenever should have probably not happened. Because Natasha has not even mentioned this palette at all. Like, she hasn't come up with a nothing, literally nothing. All we have gotten from her is her last launch of lipsticks and lip liner, the Rouge collection. But other than that, nothing for Valentine's Day. And I am so surprised because Valentine's Day is around the corner. It's literally going to be on Tuesday. Today is Sunday. Well, for you it's Sunday. For me it's Saturday. But it's, like I said, literally around the corner. And she hasn't said anything about this. And for me, at least for me, if I want to buy an eyeshadow palette or a collection, a Valentine's Day collection, I want to purchase it before Valentine's Day so I have it on Valentine's Day and maybe, and use it that day. But that's just me though. Her, I don't know if maybe she will release this on actually Valentine's Day or something. I don't know. Can't really tell you when this is coming out for sale. So, as of now, I don't have details on when this is going to be available. And about the price, I am not sure either because this is my only face palette from Natasha Denona. And I believe I paid $68.90 something cents. That was with a 15% discount from the website Look Fantastic, like I said. But, and I do not own any of her other face palettes. I think I already said that. And I also heard that Look Fantastic increases prices in the products, so they were saying that this was actually a little bit more expensive than the other Natasha face palettes. So, because I do not know the price right now and I can look it up because I'm recording obviously on my phone, I'm just gonna, put the price over here while I'm editing. This is how much this palette, or not this palette, but this is how much a face palette, the previous ones, costed. And like I said, I paid $68. But I had a 15% discount. It was actually a little bit more expensive. It was close to $80. Let me show you how this palette looks like. Well, let's talk about the packaging. Packaging-wise, it's this plastic packaging, very similar to her normal eyeshadow palettes. In my opinion, this feels a little bit cheaper than her other packaging. And this reflective thing, guys, this metallic-y thing, I don't like it. It makes every fingerprint just look there and it looks so gross and dirty. Not my favorite packaging for sure. As for the inside, this is how this palette looks like. Very, very pretty. You have here this cover for the blush and the highlighter, which are cream ones. Formula wise, I think they're fine. They're good. I cannot tell you about long term because I've heard that with her previous face palettes, the blushes went dry really, really quick. I don't know about this one, if it's gonna happen or not, so can't really tell you right now if it's a good one or not. For the colors and all of that, we'll talk about that at the end of this video once I do, apply it and all of that. But as of now, I just really, really am liking this eyeshadow color story over here. Why? Because you get two different options. At least this is how I'm seeing it, You have this 4 shades over here that you can use to create a look, or you have this 3 shades that you can use to create a whole, like a complete different look because of the difference in undertone and just in general, the difference in the shade. This giddy shade is it's like a peach kind of nude shade. As to, obviously these ones are more cool tone, obviously very, very, this one is a very, very bold, the shade Esme and stuff. But I just really like that within 5 colors of eyeshadow, you can come up with very different looks. But anyway, guys, I feel like I've been talking a lot, so why don't we go ahead and jump into the part of the video where I actually create this eyeshadow look with this eyeshadow palette, shall we? Alright guys, so this is the palette, and let's begin with some swatches. I already opened this palette, so it looks a little like this, you know, my fingers on it, and it looks like I have touched the highlighter, and the reason why is because this is like a, I don't know how to explain it, because it's a cream highlighter. It's the texture of it, it's not powder, so whenever it arrived, it was like all moved and stuff. I don't know how to explain it, and I wish I had taken a picture of it, but I didn't. So anyway, long story short, the size of the highlighter was smaller than the pan. I am assuming because of all the moving, the heat, and everything and stuff. So I had to press it back in so it would fit again the palette. So that's the reason why this highlighter is all mashed and stuff. But let's begin with some swatches. And I'm gonna start with the blush. Ooh, okay, yeah, this is so creamy. And it's definitely not the same texture that I felt on the highlighter. This is the first time that I touch this blush. So let's see how this looks. All right. There it is. I don't think that's a very favorable color for a lot of people. Let's do now the highlighter. Like I said, it definitely feels a lot different than the highlighter. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels cushiony. Let's see. Ooh, that's a pretty highlighter, actually. This highlighter, I could use it also as a shimmer if I wanted to. Look at that. So yeah, that's pretty. Alright, and now let's swatch the eyeshadows. I'm gonna start with Esme, I guess. Esme, is that how you say it? I don't know. Esme, and then Juliet. Is this Aiko? Aiko, I think Aiko means love. I don't know. I know two people named Aiko, I think. Let's see how this swatch. So this is Esme. Very pretty swatch. This is Juliet. Also kind of pretty. This is Aiko. Sorry about my nails. I know I need to redo them. That's also a very pretty swatch for a purple. Now let's do Affinity. Ooh, this feels nice. And Giddy, however you pronounce that. So this is Affinity. Ooh, beautiful. And Giddy. Alright guys, so here are the swatches. I personally think they are very, very pretty, except for that blush. I don't know if that blush is going to be my favorite. But honestly, this color story is very, very pretty, and I can see multiple ways of using it, and not just, you know, the same shadows the same way over and over again. The only thing that I have a complaint about, it's probably that blush, because it's a terrible color for a blush, in my opinion. But I mean, we'll see. We're gonna have to try it, right? But okay, so let's go ahead and get started trying that not so cute tone of blush. And I think I want to apply that on my sponge. Do I want to do that on my sponge or a brush? Now let's do a sponge. It just seems the right thing to do, I guess. I don't know. Or do I want to try it with my fingers? I kind of want to try it just with my fingers and then blend with the sponge. I don't know how I feel. You know what? We're going to try one side with fingers, the other side with the sponge. So let's try first with a sponge. No, I'm going to try first with my fingers. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Here it is. Here we go. I'm not sure how this will go. It's a weird pink, huh? And I had already applied powder. I forgot. So we're gonna have to roll with that. Hopefully it won't separate my foundation or my powder. Okay, that kind of disappeared with the sponge. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think it looks that ugly on me. I think. But not sure. I'm gonna try a little bit more with a sponge. So... Okay, now that I have applied a little bit more, I have changed my mind. This is ugly. Let's see. This is terrible. Who thought that this was a good undertone for a blush? Look at that. Anyway, I guess that's as good as it'll get. Again, now that it's here, maybe it's not that terrible. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I can make or have an opinion yet on how I think this looks until I see it in natural light and not on studio light. So I'll give you my final thoughts tomorrow, I guess, because right now it's already 8 p.m. So it's dark outside. I'm gonna try this part of my sponge for the highlighter. The highlighter looks much prettier, something that I would actually wear, something more on the gold side. So let's see. Okay, and just apply a little bit with my brush, I mean with my sponge, like I said. Okay, that's a pretty highlighter. I like it. And have you seen the trends lately? It looks like we're going back to 2016 with a heavy highlighter and contour and a little bit of matte. So, yes, I feel like this is a good moment for highlighters. Ooh, and it builds up nicely and very shiny. So yeah, this can be either something that you want to tone down or something very blinding if you feel like being extra with your highlighter. Yeah, it definitely builds up. Look at that. Now let's go ahead and play with the eyeshadow palette. Just because of what I am wearing today, I'm obviously 100% leaning into using this shade over here, the shade Esme. So I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And today I'm actually gonna try something different than what I normally do. I'm actually going to start with my darkest colors and then blend them with the lightest ones. So I think I'm gonna start with Esme, like I said. I'm gonna apply that on a flat brush. This one is my Luxie 239 Precision Shader. Yes, Precision Shader. And I'm just gonna apply this over here and apply that. Let's see. Ah, there it is. And I'm just gonna pack that. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, wow. Look at that pigment. Well, at the same time, I didn't tap my brush, so it could be both, but this pigment is insane. So far, so good. I'm just, like I said, tapping. I need to get it a little bit up here because I have, a hooded lid. So it's just the way it goes. I need to make sure that it gets above the hood so it doesn't look all weird. Now I'm gonna try and just with the same brush, just circular motions on the edge of these. Blend this shade out. And it actually blends quite nicely, so. Okay, I really like that color. I'm so excited. This is beautiful, and I don't think there's any shades similar to this in my collection from Natasha. So, I think this is worth it. So far, of course, so far. All right, now I'm going to grab a small fluffy brush. This one is my Luxie, what is it? The 237. This is a blending brush, and I'm going to grab the shade Juliet, which is this light pink. And I am going to start blending the edges of this shade. I'm going to grab a little bit more. I don't think that was enough. At this time, I'm not going to tap it. I'm just going to go full in with this. Okay. Okay, yes, this is exactly what I was wanting to get. Let me apply a little bit more of this. I'm not applying more product on this brush. I'm just applying whatever it's in here. I feel like there's a spot over here that I need to cover up better. And then I'm just going to keep blending. And I'm going to grab a little bit more of Juliet and bring it on my inner corner. And a little bit more because I feel like with this brush I really cannot get a whole lot in this color as it is. It's very pale, so it barely shows up on my skin. But honestly, guys, it's a very pretty shade. I don't know. So far, I really am liking this look. Again, I'm just putting this as my crease shade. I'm going to keep blending over here. All right, look at that. Now, I do think I need to blend this a little bit higher. So I'm just going to grab a little bit more of this. I'm not grabbing any more product. I'm sorry. I'm just using the same brush and with whatever it's in here. I'm just blending or trying to, just put a little bit more color, make it a little bit darker. I'm gonna tap again over here and just blend upwards. It's actually very pretty. I don't know, I just am really, really enjoying this color. And now I am grabbing a little bit extra of Esme and just tapping it over here in the outer corner just to deposit a little bit more and make it, a little bit darker. But that is such a beautiful shade. I love it. Love, love, love it. Blending one last time. Alright guys, this is where we are at, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the shade Affinity, which is the shimmer over here. I'm going to grab that on my finger, and just like that, and I'm going to tap it on my lid. This is a pretty, pretty shade. Just look at that. It's so beautiful. I'm going to put it a little bit on top of the Esme shade over here, where both of them kind of meet, so they blend nicely. And I'm just tapping. I don't like dragging my fingers on my lids because that just causes early wrinkles. So the least you can drag your finger or your skin, the least you can drag the skin around your eyes, the better, guys. Like this. Ooh, that's pretty. That is very, very pretty. Now I'm going to grab whatever is left on my brush, my flat brush on that Esme shade, and I am just going to tap it on top of the shimmer to make the transition a little smoother. Perfect. This is so pretty. Alright, now I am going to grab this pencil brush over here, and this is my, who knows, some pencil brush. And I'm going to grab the shade Affinity, which is, no, not Affinity, the shade Ico, this one right here, which is a dark purple. I'm going to grab the shade Ico, and I am going to run that on my lower lashes. So just give me 1 second. I'm going to grab a different mirror, but I'm going to run this over here on my bottom lashes. Alright, and last but not least, I'm going to grab the brush that I used for blending this part. I'm going to grab a little bit of Juliet, and I am going to blend my lower lashes. And now, last but not least, I'm just going to run this again as close as possible to my lower lashes, just to bring back that purple, just to intensify it a little bit more. Perfect. Now, what am I going to do for my inner corner? I think I'm just going to use the same shade Affinity, and you know what I like to do if you have watched my channel before? I just like to put my pinky in there and just tap it in my inner corners. Alright, that is actually very, very pretty. I really, really like this look. I'm impressed, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, guys, let me go ahead and finish the other eye off camera, put on all the good stuff, water eyeliner, and probably some winked eyeliner. I don't know. Let me go ahead, do all of that off camera, and I'll come back. Alright, guys, I am back, and this is the final look. I am loving it. I am not gonna lie. This is such a beautiful look. I love the colors that this eyeshadow palette has. I really, really, really like this Esme shade, and that shimmer. Oh my goodness. It's insane. It reminds me of the Baby's shade in the My Dream palette, but in a more pinky, cool tone as to the one in the My Dream palette. It's more like warm tone. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I really, really like it. And I know I'm probably biased because I love Natasha Denona. Ooh, I forgot to put on eyeliner on my waterline. Give me 1 second. Alright guys, I was gonna put this Amethyst Hour from Colourpop, which has been my most used eyeliner for my waterline lately, and well, it's gone. Like, it was broken, so I was doing my best to keep it, but as I opened it, the thing, whatever was left just flew away, and I don't know where it is. So, I guess no eyeliner on my waterline today. I'm gonna have to buy another one. That's so annoying. Because I don't want to place an order just for one eyeliner. That's insane. But anyway, back to the look. I just cannot get enough of this. Or let me tell you what I did. I just put on some mascara. I put eyelashes. For eyelashes, I used the Eyelure London 3/4 lint. This one's right here. And what else? I mean, you know what I use for blush and all of that. So, oh, for lipstick. Lipstick, I used this Gloss Bomb from Victoria's Secret in the shade... What shade is this? Who knows? But it's a very nice pink, pretty shade. And I think it just ties everything very, very well. It reminds me of the shade Juliet. So I thought it was just, perfect. I really don't want to take away from the eyes. I could go with something maybe a little bit more bold. But I don't think I have anything with this undertone for lips. So we're not going to do that. I will just have a pimple right there. That's growing, if you can see it. Or whatever. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think that this lipstick is just more than enough. It just ties everything together. And it even makes the blush look somewhat decent. I just think that the blush goes well with this color of eyeshadows. So, it just ties everything together. Again, I cannot give you a final thoughts or whatever on this blush until I see it in natural light and I actually see how it looks on my skin. But as of now, this eyeshadows, like the formula of it, the color, the pigmentation, 10 out of 10. And if you have been following me for a while, you know that I'm a big fan of Natasha Denona, and I love her eyeshadows, and it's just like my favorite whenever it comes to eyeshadow palettes. But she has had some misses for me. Like, for example, the last eyeshadow palette that I bought from her, that it was the Retro Glam. That one. That one was terrible. It was... And I was very honest with you guys, and I said, I do not like this palette. Formula-wise is good, but the color story, it was just it was a total miss for me. This one, though, is so pretty. I just cannot get over it. Like I said, just look at that. Just look at that. I don't know. And this, everything is just so Valentine's Day right now for me. It's just, I don't know. I feel pretty. I feel like a doll or something. I don't know. So, first impressions on this eyeshadow palette. Whenever it comes to the formula of the highlighter, I think it's really nice. It builds up nicely. I toned it down a little bit as I was, putting on the rest of my makeup because it was just too much. And also, I think that the formula on the blush so far is good. I just am not 100% sure about the color. This color is just... It would never be my first choice for a blush. Again, right now I'm under studio light, the ring light, so I cannot tell you if I actually like this or not. I need to see it in natural light outside in the sun, in front of my window, whatever, to actually tell you, yes, I like how this looks, no, I don't. But I can totally see how this shade of blush, it is not very flattering for a lot of skin tones. And whenever it comes to the eyeshadows, eyeshadow-wise, I tried 4 out of the 5 of them. I did not try the Giddy shade, or GD, I don't know how to say that, Giddy, I guess. This 4, stunning. Like, absolutely beautiful. And I feel like if you want a different look, a different undertone, then you would go for Giddy. And it would be really nice. I definitely need to play with this one a little bit more so I can use this shade. I can see how this 2 mix very well together, even this 3. Now, as for this 2, I don't think I would mix any of these 2 with this. But I really like how she played with this, and you can get multiple looks within just 5 colors of eyeshadows. Like I said, you can use this ones, or you can just use this 3. You can even create a whole matte look if you wanted to, like just this 3 shades, or maybe just this 2. I don't know if I would do an eyeshadow look with just a matte eyeshadow look with only 2 colors, But this three, I can definitely see myself creating a matte look. And like I said, this shimmer is absolutely stunning. Just look at that shine in it. It's, yeah, mattes. They were absolutely beautiful. They blended so easily into one another. But yes, guys, yes, I can tell you enough how much I like this eyeshadow palette. And it's not because it's just Natasha Nona. Honestly, like I said, her formulation is amazing. And these colors all together are just absolutely beautiful. Now, I guess that the only downside of things as of right now is that I cannot tell you when this palette is gonna come out because Natasha Nona has not announced it at all. I am assuming today is Saturday. I think that maybe tomorrow Sunday she will say something about it. Maybe on Valentine's Day she'll say something about it. I truly don't know. I think that what happened with this eyeshadow palette is that Look Fantastic made the mistake and put it, for sale way before they were supposed to. And I honestly just got lucky and purchased it as soon as I saw it was on sale. That's how I ended up getting it. I am very excited that I have this on my hands, but I do think it's really, really, really strange that she hasn't said anything about this yet. It almost makes me think that, is this even real? Or, a real Natasha Nona? I don't know, but I gotta say, even if it's not, eyeshadow quality, it's really good. But anyway, guys, that is it for this video. That is it for, this first impressions of the Natasha Nona Love Face palette. And I hope that you enjoyed it. I am definitely going to come back later on and give you maybe some more thoughts. Maybe I'll give you more looks with it. I don't know yet. It's been quite a month whenever it comes to, me putting on makeup and trying to make the 14 days of Valentine's Day looks work. Clearly it didn't work very well. I'm still gonna, post probably 3 more, but yeah, I'll try to make 2 if it's possible. But anyway, guys, I don't want to take more of your time. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I will come back with some more thoughts about this eyeshadow palette. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on that bell notification button so you don't miss any single one of my videos if you are interested in this type of content. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys!